Okay, so today I just want to do a short video and talk about growing zones. I wish somebody would have told me this when I started off. The growing zones really annoy me. It's based on your last frost date. Well, in San Francisco, it doesn't freeze. So they have us in the same grow zone as San Diego or Florida because it never freezes. So, and obviously we can't grow everything at the same time or the same plants that they grow in San Diego or Florida. So rather than the last frost date, what I've learned to do is look at the overnight temperature. When the overnight temperature is 50 or above, all of a sudden my cucumbers start going off. I've wasted a lot of time and energy putting out cucumbers in February or March because it's warm during the day and they die, and I can never figure out why. And what I've determined is that at night it gets too cold. So instead of looking at the grow zone as far as when I'm planting things, I wait, look at my little app on the phone or weather.com or whatever you use. But you need to wait until the nighttime temperature is over 50, and then you can start planting your stuff. Today is May 28th, and I can tell in the greenhouse, all of a sudden the cucumbers started going off. So I started putting them out in the yard. We got some zucchini out, everything's going good. So rather than the last frost date, I suggest you wait until the lowest temperature at night is above 50. It depends what you're growing. And I mean, in San Francisco, it doesn't always stay above 50. But, you know, 3 weeks ago, we were down in the 40s. I mean, that's no good for cucumbers or tomatoes or any sort of tropical stuff, you know, that you want to grow, although tomatoes aren't really tropical. But so don't go by the last frost date. Don't get frustrated. As far as I'm concerned, my growing season starts now. Right around June 1st, I can put out whatever vegetables or fruits I'm going to grow that I can get away with that need warm weather. I put them out now. Now last year I was harvesting cucumbers up until like November. I couldn't believe it, even the ones outside. The ones in the greenhouse did even better. So our growing season starts late, but it also extends long. And you're not going to be able to grow everything. As you know, we're in the fog. But I would suggest don't get frustrated. Just wait longer to plant your stuff outside, and you'll do fine. If you've lasted this long in the video, I'm going to show you some plants that I have. And if, you know, I have a lot of extra plants. If you comment or reach out to me, any of these plants that you want, I'd rather give them to people to watch my video rather than go to next door and give it away or on Facebook. So I'm going to show you a couple plants. If you're interested in these plants, let me know. Here's Daisy Bush, really pretty plant. Puts out a lot of little flowers. I need to get a plate under it because it really likes the water. But Daisy Bush is out here hanging over the edge because she spreads her love all over town. So last year, everywhere on the deck, we had Daisy Bush growing. That whole white planter box was full of Daisy Bush. So Daisy Bush grows good, she's beautiful, but she does spread around. I have 3 of the Daisy Bush plants. These are 3 Daisy Bush plants that started in other pots that I didn't want in there. So I just pulled them out, and they've been sitting in this other pot for a while, but they started growing pretty good. If you're interested in a Daisy Bush, let me know. So I grew a lot of peppers this year. Here we got 3 Thai Dragon. We got a jigsaw pepper, which comes, according to the seed packet, it's a bunch of different colors. Pretty spicy. We got some rainbow cauliflower that did have bug damage. They're stretching a little bit, but they're coming along. Let's see. Here we have some Japanese eggplant. There we got some more jigsaw peppers. Here we have Sugar Rush peach pepper. That's our most spicy, most Scoville units apparently. There's some lemon drop pepper. Here's some more Sugar Rush. Here we got some They're oval onions. I want to try those. Being a chef, instead of dicing a round onion, I want to try and dice an oval onion. Here we have a lot of sundew, carnivorous plant. These are really healthy. You can see the little, you see how it looks like it has water droplets. They're sticky. The bugs come down to get a drink and then they can't get out. And there's a bunch of them in this pot. I pulled one out and made a new one, and it already has a baby. So somebody interested in some sundew plants. Here we have, I believe, is a bunch of lilies. These haven't flowered yet, but they're really pretty. This is an experiment that I'm doing, like, just to see what grows in the natural dirt out here in the sunset. They seem to be doing pretty good, so we could dig one of those up if you're interested in it. Now, a lot of times the caterpillars get these things, but this is my, I think it's Green Acres cabbage, and this one's doing pretty good. I mean, it already has a little bit of a head. So here are 4 of those. That's way too many for this pot. I need to get rid of some of them. Here is where I keep my oregano in the over the edge planter. I decided to do some new, so I took the old oregano out. So here's the old one. I just took a saw and cut it, big hunks of it. I got 3 big hunks of this growing around the yard. If you want some oregano, let me know. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what that plant is, but it's beautiful. Shoots out huge flowers. As you can see, we got a bunch more starting still, going into June. And it's some type of bulb, and it just grows like crazy. If you're interested in some of this, leave a comment. There's some old ones there. Those were the first flowers. They're starting to die. Very beautiful, very dramatic. We love it. In this tray, so it's like a double water. So let's see what we got here. Over there is more of the oregano. It's growing great down here in the shade. This is my old thyme plant that I took out of one of the over the edge planters. But there's a lot of thyme here. It's kind of mature. Some people say as it gets mature, it's not as good, but a lot of flavor there. Got some basil going, some dill, and some cilantro. Also got radishes going. All my radishes kept bolting, so I figured I'd try it in the shade garden. So here on the green stalk, we have mint. Now, I'm not a big fan of mint. It's evasive. I think the roots take over the whole level of the green stalk. It tries to poke out of other pockets. So I have more than enough mint to share.